Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Former champion reveals massive change Triple H has made to WWE. I think we'll see a little less of that. In the constantly evolving world of WWE, few figures hold as much influence over the product as Triple H. Since taking on a leadership role in the company, particularly after assuming more control of creative direction in 2022, the game has steered WWE through a series of changes that have redefined the company's approach. One of the most significant shifts, as revealed by a former WWE champion, is a massive adjustment Triple H has made to the product. This change has fans buzzing and could signal a new era for how WWE presents its weekly shows and major events. In a recent interview, Drew McIntyre, a former WWE champion and one of the company's top stars, shed light on a major change Triple H has instituted within WWE's creative process. Known for being a straight shooter, McIntyre spoke candidly about the shift in how WWE matches, storylines, and overall presentations are being handled under Triple H's guidance. "I think what we're seeing now is a more organic approach to storytelling," McIntyre said. "For a long time, WWE relied heavily on certain formulas, like lengthy promo segments or matches that didn't always advance the story in meaningful ways. But Triple H has always been someone who values in-ring action and progression, so I think we'll see a little less of the more repetitive stuff and more focus on actual match quality and logical storytelling." McIntyre's comments point to a conscious effort by Triple H to move away from some of the tropes that have been part of WWE's programming for years, particularly under the reign of former chairman and CEO Vince McMahon. The sports entertainment aspect of WWE had often leaned heavily on segments that were sometimes more about spectacle than substance. But under Triple H's vision, that balance is shifting more towards the in-ring product and longer-term storytelling, a philosophy that he honed during his time leading NXT. Triple H, a 14-time world champion in his own right, has always been a proponent of letting the wrestlers tell their stories inside the ring. His tenure as the head of NXT saw the rise of a brand that many fans considered to be superior to the main roster in terms of wrestling quality and storytelling depth. Under his leadership, NXT became synonymous with hard-hitting matches, authentic rivalries, and minimal reliance on overly scripted segments or sports entertainment fluff. As Triple H took the reins of WWE's main roster creative process, McIntyre hinted that the company is now moving more in line with the NXT model. "We're getting more focus on actual wrestling, and that's something the fans are really responding to," McIntyre said. "There's still going to be big personalities and storylines, but the action in the ring is being treated with more importance. I think that's one of the biggest changes Triple H has made so far." This shift has been evident in recent months, with WWE programming placing more emphasis on wrestling matches that have time to breathe, allowing the athletes to showcase their skills and tell compelling stories through their in-ring work. Weekly shows like Monday Night Raw and SmackDown have seen longer matches with cleaner finishes, fewer distractions, and a greater emphasis on physicality and athleticism. This has been a welcome change for many fans who have grown tired of quick, inconsequential matches and excessive talking segments. Another major change that Triple H has reportedly implemented is a greater focus on long-term storytelling, something McIntyre touched upon in his interview. During the Vince McMahon era, WWE often relied on shock value or last-minute decisions to create buzz, sometimes at the expense of consistency or logic in storylines. However, Triple H has taken a more deliberate approach, ensuring that storylines have a beginning, middle, and end that feels earned. McIntyre, who has been involved in several major storylines over the last few years, including his battle for the WWE Championship during the pandemic era, believes that this shift is what will sustain WWE's success in the long run. One of the things Triple H really excels at is giving stories time to develop. He's patient and he trusts the process, McIntyre explained. When you look at the biggest successes in wrestling, they're always the ones that had time to build up. The fans want to be taken on a journey, and that's something I think we'll see more of moving forward. Less of the short-term booking that's just designed for quick pops and more stories that are layered and meaningful. This change is already paying dividends. Storylines like the Bloodline saga, which centers around Roman Reigns, have benefited from this long-term approach, captivating fans with months of tension, betrayal, and character development. Rather than relying on frequent title changes or random twists, WWE is investing in character arcs and emotional storytelling. Triple A's philosophy also extends to how WWE superstars are empowered to take control of their characters. Under Vince McMahon, many wrestlers were handed scripts that limited their ability to improvise or inject their personalities into their promos. This often led to stilted dialogue and characters that felt more like creations of the writer's room rather than extensions of the performers themselves. McIntyre believes that this has changed under Triple H's leadership. There's definitely more freedom now, McIntyre said. Triple H trusts the talent to know their characters and to deliver promos that feel real. It's not about memorizing a script word for word anymore. If you watch the shows now, you'll notice that a lot of the promos feel more natural, and that's because we're being encouraged to speak from the heart. This creative freedom has allowed WWE's roster to flourish, with stars like Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins, and Rhea Ripley standing out, not just because of their in-ring work, but because of the authenticity they bring to their characters. This shift has made the product feel more unpredictable and exciting, as the wrestlers are able to express themselves in ways that resonate with the audience. One of the most significant challenges Triple H faces is finding the right balance between the sports and entertainment aspects of WWE. McIntyre's comments suggest that this balance is starting to tilt more toward the sports side, with an increased emphasis on the athletic competition and storytelling within the matches themselves. However, WWE will always have an element of entertainment at its core. As McIntyre acknowledged, it's not about removing the entertainment aspect altogether, but refining it. I think we're still going to have the big moments, the flashy entrances, and the larger-than-life characters. That's what makes WWE special, McIntyre said. But I think we'll see a little less of the over-the-top stuff that doesn't serve the story. It's about making sure everything has a purpose and contributes to the overall narrative. As WWE enters 2024 with Triple H firmly in control of creative, it's clear that the company is undergoing a transformation. The focus on in-ring action, long-term storytelling, and giving talent more creative freedom is resonating with fans and critics alike. Ratings for WWE's weekly shows have been strong, and fan engagement on social media suggests that the product is heading in the right direction. Drew McIntyre's insights into Triple H's leadership provide a glimpse into the future of WWE, a future where the product feels more organic, where matches matter, and where superstars are given the tools to truly succeed. As WWE continues to evolve, fans can expect to see even more of these changes take root, leading to a more exciting and compelling product. In a business where change is constant, Triple H's vision for WWE represents a significant shift from the old guard. And if McIntyre's predictions are correct, it's a shift that could define the company's direction for years to come.